There you go. Okay, then. So, Hull FC will be joined in the final, in the showpiece down at Wembley later this month by the Warrington Wolves, and it was a dominant wire performance, really, that got them to Wembley. They were really clicking in attack, and that was augmented, I think, by Wakefield's inability to complete a set and the number of errors that they made. Again, that compounded by the injuries that they had as well. It was just never really going to add up to be Wakefield's day, really, was it? And Warrington executed well and did what was needed to get quite a convincing semi-final victory, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a thrilling start for the neutrals, weren't it?
Yes.
But that quickly dissipated.
Yeah.
Warrington were just... It was around the ruck where they completely killed them. And everyone knows that's Warrington's game plan. They make the most runs from dummy half in the competition significantly. Make the most runs from dummy half in the competition. They have players in their backs who are making more runs from dummy halves than other teams' hookers are making. You know, it's a known tactic of theirs, and they've also got people like Curry and Hughes in the back row, who are both good players who are very quick, very lean, and that makes them very quick at getting play of the balls. They find their front, they get up, and because you're always sort of half falling off because of the speed that they're going at, and then that rolls on the back of Russell doing it, Ratchford doing it, then Clark doing it, and it's bang bang bang. It's repeated around that area, and it's very hard to get yourself organised, and it's not thrilling, but it's actually impressive. And then
in its execution, I agree.
And then once Warrington had asserted some sort of dominance and tired out that Wakefield unit and compressed them, it was very entertaining then to see them switch to getting the ball spread out wide, using all the links and getting players in round the ends, and they did everything. They just did everything a team can do in attack. But the exact opposite of what I'm used to watching this season.
That takes some saying.
Was what Warrington did, and you've got to be thoroughly impressed with their attack. There's a little bit of a feeling of Wakefield contributed to it with some poorness, but I'm not sure how much of it was Wakefield faltering and how much of it was Warrington forcing that situation upon them.
Right.
Wakefield made a few errors, but not like
not a catastrophic amount.
Not. I think it was about 13 errors in the end or something like that. I haven't written that stat down, but it's not an amount that you don't see teams recover from it sometimes, sort of thing, as long as you get your penalty count okay on the other side of it, I suppose. But Warrington were just so dominant, really, once they got going. The interview at the end of the game with Jack Hughes when he got his man of the match, did you see that?
No, I didn't.
So, I think it was George Riley. He asked him anyway when he thought the game had turned their way, and he was like, I thought we had it in the bag at about 20 minutes when they was tired. Effectively was what he was saying. And at that stage they were only 2 tries up or whatever, if you look back, but it did have that feeling. And I mean, the score was padded out by some very strange refereeing non-referrals. Was it Benny Westwood's try that never should have been?
Yes.
And there was a couple of other ones that were a bit questionable as well. And then Wakefield, to their credit, sparked into life a little bit late on to give the fans who were cheering anyway throughout actually something to
apart from one very, very irate young lady. Did you see that video?
Oh yeah, of course.
She was not a happy gal at all.
She's issued a public apology on on the Wakefield North Standers Facebook group, fans group on there, to sort of apologise for the embarrassment she's caused to Wakefield and the fans of Wakefield, and how she's young and drunk and made a mistake basically. And she said that she was going to deliver a letter to the club to apologise to Mr. Carter and the club for embarrassing the club like that publicly. And to be fair to her, those clown shoes who jumped on the pitch were just as bad.
Absolutely. Well, I mean,
and they're not doing apologies, are they?
I wasn't massively offended by her behaviour. It was just amusing to me. But But look at that. There's always another side to the coin, isn't there? And that's that's a young lady holding her hand up and probably feeling pretty silly.
Well, she probably didn't need to do that, but I think it's good
Absolutely.
Good on her that she has acknowledged it and done that, because now she's not just that stupid wakey bin. Now she's
got some.
Oh, that girl who was pissed up. What a laugh.
Yeah, and she had the bottle to hold her hand up and say, "Well, not a lot of girls at that age."
And it's out there now. So everyone knows who she is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's not just that song that she released. She's, she did look a bit like Lord.
Go and look at her Facebook.
Really?
Yeah.
Does she look nothing like her?
Yeah, just more, if anything.
Really? There you go.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Give us some numbers. Give us some good stats, Mark.
Warrington dominated on the stats.
You would expect that.
1,482 metres to 867 metres and 10 tries to 2. There was 7 breaks to 4 and a very impressive 86% completion rate for the wire. Mm-hmm. For their part, Wakefield made too many errors and gave up too much possession. They had 11 fewer sets with the ball and 7 more errors were made.
There you go. Individually then, who stood out for us?
Matty Russell had 208 metres, 2 clean breaks. Stephen Ratchford had a try and 132 metres. Chris Hill and Ashton Sims both appear getting 124 and 121 metres respectively. Darryl Clark was obviously close to making the piece too. A few other players were, in and around those numbers. There was, other good performers that the stats don't necessarily highlight all of the great stuff that they did. The fact that Warrington were able to put Sandow and Gidley on the bench for the last 20 minutes or so was ridiculous. Young Toby King scored 2 tries. One of them a very impressive jinking weaving run. That you would expect some better defence on, but the kid showed some sleight of movement there.
Anyone stand out for Wakefield?
Well, Craig Hall grabbed himself a try, 100 metres, 2 clean breaks, and very close to having that second try. It was obviously a no try.
Yeah.
It was a clear double movement, but it was fun.
Close. Yeah.
David Fafita, 42 tackles, no missed tackles.
Yeah, all the more impressive considering he spent 10 minutes in the bin as well.
Well, it gave him that rest, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
G'd him back up for coming out then. Okay, so fan feedback then. Tom Eckley 99, he said that was a near perfect performance from everyone. He's a Warrington fan. When do we have to start considering Atkins for England? I would have said 2010. If he was younger, we'd be saying he was a certainty.
Well, he has won Player of the Month.
I'm not here to
which
say
is
that
as much a popularity contest as it is
a bad
anything
player.
else.
I think he's a tremendous player.
He has been playing really well recently. Do you know what? Who's your other left centres that are playing better than him? I suppose is the question mark.
Yeah, based on this last month's performance, it's tough to pick someone out who's markedly better than him.
I still wouldn't be picking him because I just don't think he's ever shown that he can step up a level.
Yeah.
And I'd rather give someone else a chance to show that they have that potential than someone who's had a chance and not grasped it. Mm-hmm. That's how I sort of feel with Atkins, I suppose. Right. But that's probably coming from the perspective of not particularly liking his face and the crest upon his shirt.
There you go. Okay, at least you're honest enough to admit that, which is impressive. Dr. Bob Phillips, alright Bob, he said Wolves were quick and ruthless and deserved to be in the final. Wakefield didn't collapse and it's a pity Hall's try was correctly ruled out. There you go. So I didn't know if you wanted to add something. I was just giving you the look.
We covered Hall's try, didn't we?
We did. Tim G Radio looks like I'm supporting Warrington at Wembley then, especially if FC wear that silly Captain Mate / America kit. I don't mind that alternative.
I like it.
I quite like it. It is good. However, does anyone else want to cut the back of Sandow's hair? Also, why does Ratchford look like a bigger kid stole his lunch and he's about to cry? I don't see Chrissy Sandow looking. I don't care about hair, as is patently obvious. I don't think Ratchford always looks like he's about to cry. Do you?
It's almost more like he's a bit flabbergasted by stuff than upset by stuff to me.
Constantly surprised by life. Yeah, he does. He's just sort of looking around like, what's going on?
He sweats plenty.
He does, but he's running round.
Yeah.
He's running round.
Yeah, Sandow's hair is stupid.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
I've seen stupider.
He's going to be up against like Fanua and Manu who have stupid hair. So,
Yeah, and it's not a top knot. At least he's not gone for he's not gone full Louis McCarthy Scarsbrook, has he?
Oh, what is his? He's pushed into Urban Samurai.
Yes, he is. He's
level,
just that.
isn't he?
He's like, and he does look a little bit like, what's that cartoon? Was it Batfink? He had like a little samurai mate, didn't he? Do you remember?
I'm familiar with the name, but not the show.
Batfink, I'm sure. And I can't remember what his sidekick, but his sidekick was like a little ninja. You'll have to, I'll bring it up because you'll laugh. And he had a top knot, and he had that sort of rubbery, squinty Louis McCarthy Scarsborough face. In fact, what was he called? It might have been Chopstick.
Don't remind me about that face.
Yeah. But look up Batfink's sidekick. I'm pretty certain that's basically what McCarthy Scarborough was going for. Anne Griff got in touch. Thank you, Anne. She said, I want to think that while we're clinical, efficient and fast, Wakefield were under strength, but we were very good. Hull at Wembley will be tough and hopefully great for the neutral.
I think you must be thinking of the wrong cartoon.
Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah, who's that fella?
Well, this fella looks a bit like sort of Japanese.
That's not bad. That's some fanboy doing like a reimagining. Like
there you go.
Yeah, there you go. There's
no top knot there. It's just a. No, it's just a seriously racist depiction.
All right. Well, I recall him having
a Japanese kind of man.
Well, we'll move on swiftly then. Anne Griffin continued to say Hull at Wembley will be tough and hopefully great for the neutral, should showcase our game. Come on the wire. And Scoops28 Max, she got in touch and said, I thought we were really in for a close match when Wakefield went over early. Sadly, this wasn't the case. Whether it was because of their injuries or whether it was just a step too far for them, who knows. Some good play by wire, though. I suspect that even with a full-strength side out, Warrington, particularly based on the way they performed in this one, would have been too much for Wakefield. It's just a shame that Wakefield didn't have the opportunity to get that full strength side out and give it a go. Because in a one-off game,
Warrington didn't have
of course,
Kevin Penny.
It's the nature of rugby league, isn't it? You are going to be missing players.
It's not the only player that was injured.
Yeah, absolutely. No.
I mean, that was probably the only person missing from Warrington's squad, other than like Mitch Dodds, who's not really relevant.
Haven't you?
And we haven't talked about what a grubby scumbag Ryan Bailey still is.
I think it's just part of the course.
I mean, Fafita, caught the bloke eye.
Without Bizzle, isn't it?
Bad tackle. Straight away recognised it, wanted to apologise, was prevented from apologising by a big grubby bastard coming and trying to start a fight.
Yeah.
Now, how Bailey wasn't the one who was also simbing for the fact that he escalated things on the field, I don't know, but I would have been whacking my yellow card in his face as well if I was Gareth Hewitt, the match official there, personally.
Maybe he didn't want to send them both to the sideline at the same time.
Well, take your time over it. Wait till Fafita's off. I mean, Fafita did look baffled. I think he was just as baffled at why Bailey didn't get taken off. Because, to be honest, Bailey caused this. I mean, it was a high tackle, but it was just a lazy reach on a halfback who was going to be making a break inside you. Yeah. It was bad, but it wasn't malicious.
Yeah. And
that's evidenced by his determination to apologise to Chrissy Sandow.
Yeah.
But Ryan Bailey wasn't for having any of that, was he?
No. And you've got to think that being in and around Sydney as rugby league players and young men, Chrissy Sandow and Dave Fafita have at least, more than a passing just kind of knowledge of one another. You'd expect that they move in the same circles, and it probably was just a guy trying to say sorry to his mate, wasn't it? So, but some things don't change, do they, with Ryan Bailey? Right, that's the semi-finals well and truly covered. Then let's take a look at some results from elsewhere in the world of rugby league.
Well, I enjoyed that much more than I was expecting to.
That's what she said. Okay, so to some other results in rugby league then. The Super 8s have kicked off as far as the League 1 lads are concerned. In the League 1 Super 8 series, it was London Scarlets 28, Rochdale Hornets 38. Toulouse were 46 points to 16 winners over the beleaguered York City Knights. Doncaster lost at home 12 points to Barrows 40, and it was Keighley 8, Hunslet Hawks 18. Into the League 1 Shield, Hemel were beaten at home 18 points to 42 by the North Wales Crusaders. South Wales were defeated at home by Newcastle 28 points to 16, and Gloucestershire all goals and Oxford fought out a close game. Gloucestershire coming out on the losing side, however, 26 points to 28. So we got some feedback. Go ahead.
Yeah, Tim G Radio said, great effort from the boys to get over the line today. A few tries for the highlight reel. Even better as we were down to 2 subs within 20 minutes. Ended up with a back rower on the wing. Great welcome from the lovely All Golds as always. My favourite Southern club to visit. Don't know why anyone would choose cricket instead. But yeah, just to touch back on the League One, big result there was in the game of the week, wasn't it? Keighley Hunslet now.
Yeah.
March will be getting his marching orders almost certainly now, because Hunslet now jump above them into the playoff picture. Now it's very close still, and there's 5 rounds to go.
But Keighley are wobbling, aren't they?
But yeah, they were probably hoping York could have some points deducted or pushed down the table.